Minecraft is not a game that requires any major introductions. We've all played it, or at the very least we know what it is. The little indie title that could. The little indie title that grew into one of the largest gaming franchises to have ever existed. And to a lot of us, it still holds a special place in our hearts. With Minecraft just having celebrated its 10th anniversary, I thought we could take a walk down memory lane to see how we've gotten to where we are today. To have a look at the history of Minecraft. Marcus Persson, more known by his screen name Notch, developed the early stages of Minecraft alone under the name RubyDung. When he couldn't find a way to implement a first-person perspective that he was happy with, he stumbled across Zach Barth's Infiniminer. This seems to have blown his mind, mainly the block-like appearance of it all. He immediately got to work on implementing his ideas for RubyDung into this new voxel-based world. Once he had something to show the world, he released a video on his YouTube channel named only Cave Game Tech Test. Even though what we are looking at right now is instantly recognizable, the name Minecraft was yet to come. Notch had previously worked on another game called Zombie Town, from where the iconic Minecraft character models were pulled. Soon after that, the first alpha version was released under that title that we all know so well, Minecraft. Blown away by the positive response of the first alpha build, Notch speeded up the development of the game, adding new features as quickly as he could, even beginning the development of the multiplayer aspect. Eventually this led to the release of the paid alpha model. While this was frowned upon by some, Notch later explained in an interview, "If I wait until the game is done, it's never going to be done, because I won't have the money to sustain development." Keep in mind that at this point Notch was developing Minecraft on his own, funding it through his day job. This development only made sense. On June 13th, 2009, Minecraft Alpha went up for sale and was met with more love than Notch had expected, selling over 1,000 copies in less than a month, giving him the opportunity to spend more time developing and less time at his day job. This was when we first got to see the Mojang name pop up, with a little variation of course, as it was called Mojang Specifications. Up until this point in development, Minecraft was only going to be what we know today as Minecraft's creative mode, where players can float around freely, selecting any blocks they like and build to their heart's content without a care in the world. This would soon change though, as later in 2009 Notch began testing on Minecraft's survival mode, which turned the game from a fun Lego-ish sandbox into a full-blown game. This created another boom in sales, which eventually led to Notch being able to quit his day job as of May 2010. Now having the time to treat development of Minecraft as his full-time job, we saw an explosion in content with new blocks, places and enemies being released every Friday to fans everywhere. Once again, this speedy development led to another boom in sales, which caused Notch to start hiring, which in its own turn led to Mojang Specifications becoming Mojang AB. Notch announced beta on December 11th, 2010, with it going live only 9 days later. With this being the final phase of development before release, beta also came with a 50% price increase to the initial alpha price. Minecraft had seen enormous success up until this point, and there were no signs of that slowing down, with January 2011 marking the milestone of 1 million accounts created and 10 million accounts created only 6 months later. Now this next part is a little speculation on my part, but this insane burst in sales and popularity came at the same time as Minecraft became not only a YouTube phenomenon, but tipped the scales, putting gaming content on top as the most viewed content on YouTube. While of course this could never have been planned by anyone, it sure as hell helped Minecraft grow into the behemoth that it is today. I mean, I remember watching the Yogscast play through those custom maps and being beyond intrigued by them. If it weren't for them, I might not have gotten the game at all. During beta we saw a huge increase in mods being made, which became a staple for Minecraft. This was in part because modding for Minecraft was made simple since it was coded in Java. While Java usually isn't the greatest choice for coding games, it actually helped Minecraft thrive. Modders were able to get cross-platform play between Linux, Mac, and PC going. Some of these mods, like pistons and horses, even impressed the team so much that they made their way into the official game. So even though the Java version of the game actually worked pretty well, they still felt like it was necessary to change the coding language. This led to the creation of Minecraft Pocket Edition, which was coded in C++. Minecraft Pocket Edition launched exclusively on the Xperia Play on August 16, 2011, with it making its way to all Android and iOS devices later the same year. Pocket Edition was a little rudimentary to start off with, getting updates much more infrequently than its Java counterpart. This would change, but more on that later. During E3 2011, Minecraft was revealed to be coming exclusively to the Xbox 360, bringing the game to a home console for the very first time. While this worried some that the Java edition would see more infrequent updates, those worries were soon put to rest with Java formally being released at Las Vegas Minecon in November 2011. After officially releasing the game, Notch felt like he had completed it, that there wasn't anything more to do with it. Realizing that this might not have been the way to go, and that maybe he was just being close-minded, he handed over the reins to Jeb, who is still the project lead to this day. Notch later said in an interview, "I think I'm more interested in doing new development of new games, rather than maintaining a game. I have this tendency of getting bored or frustrated with things after 3 to 5 years. Jeb turned out to be a really good developer, who was very compatible with how I felt Minecraft should be developed." Notch himself kept developing, just not on Minecraft. However, his first big follow-up project, OX10C, died due to creative block, which saw him reverting to developing hobby projects alone. In June 2014, Notch tweeted, "Anyone want to buy my share of Mojang so I can move on with my life? Getting hate for trying to do the right thing is not my gig." The phone of Mojang CEO Carl Manne went crazy with people trying to find out if he was being serious. It turns out that he was. While Activision Blizzard and EA both made bids in the hope of acquiring Mojang, it was finally Microsoft who hit the nail on the head. Maybe because of the company's prior relationship with the Xbox 360 version, or just the fact that they were willing to pay more. In late 2014, 10 days after Minecraft was released on Xbox One, an announcement stating that Microsoft would be buying Mojang for the price of $2.5 billion was made to the public. The deal was completed on November 4th, 2014, with Notch leaving the company. Even though we now had Microsoft in the captain's seat, the dev team stayed the same as it had been since Notch's sidestep in 2011, which was a relief to a lot of fans. By 2016, the Pocket Edition was ported to Wii U, Windows 10, Samsung Gear VR, Apple TV, with more to come, which led to the total number of Minecraft sales across all platforms hitting a cool 100 million copies sold. Meanwhile, Pocket Edition, after 5 years, finally hit a 1.0 release, which led to one of the biggest updates in the Minecraft history, the Bedrock engine. Released as a part of the Better Together update, the Bedrock engine connected every platform running some form of Pocket Edition, from mobile to console to Windows 10. This meant that when one edition was updated, they all were, making development for all of these versions much less painful. You might have noticed that I have not mentioned the Java edition for a while. Microsoft seemed to have shifted focus onto other versions, mainly because, well, paid DLC. A company is going to want to make money, of course. But this doesn't mean that the Java edition was shut down. It is still being developed by the team at Mojang, with the same freedom of mods as it always had. Which brings us to the present year, 2019. Due to what I can only assume is nostalgia, we've seen a rise in Minecraft popularity again this year, with many players who used to play it back in the early days returning to the game to re-experience that childlike wonder. I myself have done this, and I can tell you that with all the new updates rolling out, Minecraft still feels just as fun and fresh as it did when I played it for the very first time. I'm actually urging you to grab some friends and boot the game up again. As for the future, the support of Minecraft has by no means slowed down. I mean, for crying out loud, we have Minecraft Lego sets available and a feature-length film on the horizon. Updates will keep rolling out for all editions, and I couldn't be happier. The first time that I played Minecraft, I was blown away, and I honestly never thought that I could relive that. Thankfully, I was wrong. Hey, thank you so much for giving this a watch. I sink a lot of time into these things, so if you'd like to support me, then consider subscribing, liking, or sharing. And if you really enjoyed this, then you can always check out my Patreon. It would really mean the world to me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go punch some trees.
Oh shit.